Gotta be real with yeah.
Hi guys, so today is gonna be a little bit different. Today I'm going to do a mukbang by myself and a little bit of a story time slash video that I feel like needs to be discussed a little bit. So today's video is gonna be a little bit different today. I just got home from work and I am carrying my dog in my room. We're gonna have a little mukbang with In and Out and got me a squabe shake. So today's video, I know I'm behind on my vlog, but it's gonna be really different because I am appalled by what I just like experienced. Excuse the shininess. I should blot. Let me do this real quick. Hold up. Okay. Or blotting. So today is July 19th. So I am going to be 24 years old, and for those that don't know me, obviously no one knows me, but I struggled with body shaming myself for the longest time ever. And basically I've come to terms and to be okay with my body, like knowing I'm not the greatest. Like my body does need work, and there's areas where I know I can work on and be greater. But let me see if I can put you guys down at an angle. At a young age, I basically like learned that like I love food. So growing up, I was never really skinny. I started struggling with weight probably around I want to say maybe probably around like 4 or 5, which I know it's very young, but just me in general, like my body type and everything, like I attain a lot of fat. I've noticed that. So growing up, I struggled, and then being tall was also like another thing. But that's a different story for a different time. So I had weight issues starting probably very young until even now. I think my heaviest I've ever been was in junior high. So beginning like let's say kindergarten all the way up to like maybe 5th, 6th grade, like I didn't really care, or it wasn't a part. I wasn't really as big as an issue to me at that time, or even like people around me, because like you're so young and no one really starts paying attention. It wasn't probably until like 6th grade that I kind of realized like, hey, it started taking a toll on me, I guess, in a sense. Just also being tall was another thing too, and I was very insecure. And I think at one point, like I thought it was a fat joke, like about me. I remember one day in class, but it had nothing to totally like deal. It had nothing to do with me, but I thought it was geared towards me. So I remember walking out of class like very upset, and I remember the person who like made the joke or was saying something was like it had nothing to do with her. Like she's insecure about herself. Like da 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 da. Very true. I think 8th grade I weighed probably like 200 something pounds. So that was like that. Going into freshman year, I still kind of I was still heavy. I didn't really like do anything, and then I'm gonna take a bite of this hamburger. Again, I discovered I love like how good that is. I love food at a very young age, and I still do. Oh my god. So yeah, high school. I didn't really do anything about it. With me, like I like food. um, so I didn't really do anything about it. I just went about like whatever. Then it wasn't until like my dad used to pick me up from school, from like high school. He used to pick me up and take me home, and then his schedule switched, so I had to start walking home. And truthfully, that's where I started losing weight, just from the walk home, like from where my high school was to my house. Like it was about a good like 2 miles, almost 3 miles, I think, walk home. So that's where I lost weight from. It was just literally that walk, freshman into sophomore year. And then also like I started eating like less, and like my metabolism, my metabolism started getting faster, and like I would go to the restroom. I know it's a little bit too much, but I'll go to the restroom like right after eat, and my mom like swore I was throwing up. Like my mom thought I had an eating disorder at one point, but I never did, because I feel like being bulimic, like I know it's a really, really not laughing, but I know it's a really, really big like disorder. But like for me, like it was never. Hey, back there. Never like an issue. When we moved this summer, before my junior year, where I live now in Chino, and when before we like moved out here, we were still living with my grandma, so I would walk home, and then when we moved out here, I was sitting in a car for about a good couple of hours, and I would come home, I would eat, and literally stay in my room and go to bed. Like lay in my bed. Like I didn't do anything active. So then I started gaining my weight again back. And ending like senior year, I was probably my heaviest again. I was like probably 2 something. And what changed it for me was I did powder puff with my best friends, and like I started liking to work out. So after that, like I would run on the treadmill. That's literally all I did. I was watching what I was eating. I was like eating salads, eating less bread. But I'm eating super late right now. I probably won't finish this. If I finish this, like, be surprised. I feel like we need some music. Hold up.
Love me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Me get the top, and I see that you've been learning. And when I take you shopping, you spend it like you earned it. And when you
So, yeah, junior year, I gained my weight back. Whatever, senior year, powder puff. That's where I was at. I did it with my best friends, and I liked working out. So after I graduated, I pretty much took a year off from college. I didn't go into school right away for multiple other reasons too. But literally all I did, I started working out every day. I was running the treadmill and stuff like that, and watching what I was eating. So I thinned out. And to me, that was the thinnest I've ever been. I was super happy with myself. And yeah. I 20 to 21, I was still the same way. Still very thin. I was eating like crap. And then like with school and work, that's when I kind of just stopped. Like I stopped working out. Basically, as like people like to say, quote unquote, I got comfortable. I did. My body was still fine. I mentioned when I got bloated. Like I knew when I got bloated and I felt bad, but I still looked the same. So going into when I got sick, I was my smallest. I think before I got sick, I was about like 160, 165. That was the smallest I've ever been. To me, that was like, oh my god, like I could wear size 8 shorts. Like I'm small. That's amazing. So when I got sick, of course the steroids, I wasn't even doing anything. My body changed. I gained weight. Coming off of that, it was one of my goals to get back into shape. And I mean, I don't have the greatest body. I will insert a clip from today earlier. I'm about 169. I kind of fluctuate from 169 to 175. The biggest being 175. Just depending. During January 2018, that's when I started working out again, running treadmill, like eating right, like drinking protein shakes, to lose weight. And I got down to where I'm at now. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying my body's perfect. But just the years that I've body shamed myself and being hard on myself, I've learned to accept and love who I am and in the skin that I am. Not saying like I'm here to please people or anything. But I put myself through a lot, just mentally and like physically and like just in general. Like I was insecure. I body shamed myself. At one point my mom she used to body shame me in high school, where instead of helping me build my confidence, she kind of lowered my confidence. So I've built my own confidence, and to some people it does come off as cocky and conceited. But to me, it's like I worked so hard to build myself and build myself up and then be insecure who I am as a person. It baffles me when there's people out there that want to hurt other people because they're not happy with themselves. And that's sad. I'm going on a tangent, but my tangent's gonna make sense as I come closer to the end of this story and to this video. So yes, I am about 169, 165 right now. 169 to 175. I'm not at all the greatest in shape, nor do I claim, but I'm happy to be where I'm at right now, because the goal for me always was to get back into the clothes that I had bought before I got sick. I'd bought a bunch of clothes, the smallest clothes I've ever owned, and I didn't fit them after being sick because I gained so much weight. I didn't want to buy new clothes, because if I bought new clothes, for me, I was like, I would never lose this weight again. I would be stuck in that size. So what I did, I started working out, and now the clothes that I had before are starting to fit again. I have still a long way to go, and this eating these french fries are not helping. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to deprive myself if my body wants something. I love food. I love carbs. I love milkshakes. Like, I'm not going to deprive my body if I want to eat something. I'm not going to be like, I can't have this because I'm on a diet. I mean, I do that, but I try to eat clean and be healthy majority of at least during the weekdays. Wow. Prior to this, I have a treadmill at home. I want a gym membership. I have a gym membership necessarily. I do make excuses. I'm not gonna lie. I do make excuses of why I don't go to the gym. The gym scares me and intimidates me. There's things that I want, and I know that I want it. But for me, everything in this journey is always at my own pace. I factor in a lot of things as well. So I guess what I'm coming down to, just prior for me, just body shaming myself, I've done it. I still do it time to time, and I catch myself, but I have to remind myself, like, I love myself. You have to love who you are. You know, if you're not perfect, you can only fix it. Well, recently I was dating this guy. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I was dating this guy. We are no longer dating. He was actually my boyfriend. We are no longer together. So I met him. He was really nice, super sweet. Nothing like, I'm baffled about like why everything happened. So we went on a couple of dates. The second date, this is where I guess for me, I should have known this was a red flag, but I kind of like was like, whatever. I wore this dress, whatever. We went out the second date. We're sitting in the movie, and the movie's about to start. Before it starts, and we're talking, and he tells me, "Oh, you look like you lost weight." And I just like looked at him, and I kind of laughed and played it off, and I was like, okay, like, But for me, I was like, damn, like, you're gonna tell me that? Like, dude, okay, whatever. I addressed it to him, and I told him, like, hey, like, I didn't like the fact that you kind of told me that. Like, it bugged me. Whatever. Went on another date, whatever. Okay, so by this point, we are now together. Again, I am not 200 pounds. I'm a little bit on the thicker side. I'm not claiming to be thin. I'm not, my body's not perfect, but I'm happy with myself because I've body shamed myself so much that I have to love myself, because if I don't love myself, who's gonna love it? Like, no one's gonna love you more than you love yourself. So for me, I have to love myself, obviously. So at this point right now, in this time period, we're dating, we're together. Um, he is super gym rat. He's into working out. He's into fitness. That's totally great and amazing. And when I noticed that, that's the first thing I noticed with him. And I like was like, okay, like he's gonna help, like not help me, but like maybe like as encouragement, like, oh hey, like, da 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 da. Mind you, I've gone to the gym with my friends, with my best friend actually, and I mean everyone's different. I don't lift all the time, like I don't. We've gone on hikes and stuff like that, whatever. So he would ask me like, are you working out? And I'm like, no. Or like during this time I was taking MMA, so like yeah, I did get a workout in. But I wouldn't like, I was, before I started dating him, I was on my workout routine and I did everything, and then like I fell off. And when we started dating, like I was still like taking MMA, but like I wasn't like really really pushing working out as much as I did in the beginning in January. um so whatever, we're dating, we're okay. And if any of my family members watch this, they don't know this part, but I'm gonna say it because it's kind of where it came from and kind of how it all started. So um I met his parents basically, and I met his dad prior, and there was an incident, and like basically like kind of like, I don't want to say the dad, like I guess you could say like the dad didn't care, like whatever. I was irrelevant to the father. So this time I met the mother and the dad again, and I like introduced myself, whatever. Like I felt like it went okay. Come to find out the next day, she tells him how she feels or what she thought about me. Um, Come to find out, I wear makeup. I work at Sephora, and my makeup is very dramatic. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very, very, very dramatic. Like you can see my highlight, you can see the lashes, you can see the eyeshadow, my lip brown off, but you can see the contour. Like you can see it. So, what happened was that um, this particular family, they don't. I don't want to say they don't wear makeup, but it's more on the natural side versus my side. My side is very, very, very glam. So his mother basically felt like, she literally told him she wears too much makeup. Um, she looks, mind you, I am a female. I was born a girl. Um, and I mean, I do have short hair, and like now it's enough to put in a palm, a ponytail, say a pum. What's a pum? But at the time it was kind of down. Um, she kind of said like I look like a boy, and I was like, what? Because there's nothing on me in my body at all that resembles me to male. I also had my nails done. I don't have them anymore, but they were really long. And I talk with my hands, as you can see. I talk with them. I talk with my hands, and she kind of was like, well, like basically because like I talk with my hands and I wear a lot of makeup and I have long nails, she felt like that I was a boy or like hiding something. And that to me baffled me, because I was just like, what is, like, what do you mean? Like, I don't, what? Um, in her defense, not in her defense, but for her reasoning, it was because she watched, like, she's seen like drag shows and like RuPaul's Drag Race, and kind of like it reminded her of that. And I was just like, that's totally different. Like that makeup is like, the way they do their makeup is, it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's it's crazy, excuse me. But they're men hiding men features and creating women features. So it's a little bit more drastic versus where mine is, I'm just making them noticeable and popping my cheek. Like I'm trying to blind y'all with my highlight. That's literally it. So that she says she had made those comments, and then the other comment was made was, I need to lose weight. And like I had literally just ate with my best friends that day. I was super hungry, so I was probably a little bit bloated. I'm not gonna make an excuse, but that was one of the other things. So I find this all out, and I'm sad. I'm not even bothered by the weight thing because, again, I've body shamed myself enough, and it's okay. Like, it's something I can fix. It is something I can fix. Not over time. I mean, not like within like the next second, but like there's something I can do like over time. What bothered me the most with with those comments was the fact that I look like, trying to say I look like a boy, because there's nothing about me that looks like a guy. So those were made, and that should have been an automatically another red flag for me. It should have been like, girl, run loose. Where you going, white? Like, you know what's happening. No, because I liked this person, I try to make it work. And for him, he didn't like my makeup either. He felt like it was too much. Versus before, his ex-girlfriend never wore makeup, and the same like in their family, it's a little bit more on the natural side versus my side. It is very glam and caked up, beat face. You know that deal. Anyway, so I started to tone it down a little bit more around him, trying to get him like used to the idea. The other thing was he like hated my nails. So I ended up I broke one, so I took them off. Just, compromise. So that was one of, I was just like, okay, you know what, whatever. So I did it. And a lot of like my coworkers, they know how much I love makeup and how much it means to me. They're like, don't change yourself, you know who you are, like, don't. And I wasn't, but in the time in relationships, you do compromises for the other person. And this was something I was like, he's gonna have to get used to it, but I'll tone it down just a little bit until he gets used to it, basically. So yeah, that happened. And then with him being into fitness, we talked about something, and so we made a bet who could lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Let's just say I didn't win that bet, but it's okay. Not that I did not win it and I was not pushing myself. I was. Whether this person, whether he watches this video or not, he can say different. But for me, I was pushing myself. Anyway, so we had this bet, and I just left it. Whatever. And then like kind of during this whole relationship, I was just like, why did you make this bet? Like, are you doing this because like your parents feel like I need to lose weight? Like, questioning. And he's like, no, it's not for you. It's more so for me. But like, I figured you would want to join in it. My leg is getting like numb, so I'm gonna like stretch it out. So yeah. So we made this bet. I was working out, and stuff like that, and whatever. I started to lose weight, and I started to lean out, and since eating clean, like, you feel cleaner. And for me, what I've noticed with my body changing after having steroids, I don't lose pounds really right away. I lose inches. And like, eating this is not helping. But I love food. I was supposed to have a Snickers for Amanda, but she's always eating Snickers at work, and I was gonna eat one, but I don't have one. I'm gonna take a bite of my burger. Oh no. So we just bet, whatever. I still have a gym membership, but I want a different one. I don't know what I want, okay? But I have one. I really should start using it though. So yes, we did this bet, whatever. Everything's fine I wasn't fine. I would say like we did argue a little bit more than most couples. But for me, they weren't even arguments. Like, I was straight chilling, and I always felt like, and I told him, like, I felt like you're getting mad. So, we keep going, whatever. I'm stuttering. Oh! He was getting ready to leave to go out of town for, his cousin's birthday. He got mad at me for, I don't know what I said. I said something, and he got mad at me for it, and I was supposed to see him so he was leaving on a Friday, and he got mad at me on a Tuesday, I think, or a Monday. I want to say Tuesday. I was supposed to see him the Wednesday and Thursday, literally that Wednesday and Thursday. But because he got mad at me, I didn't see him Wednesday, so I only saw him that Thursday. What we did was we went and we worked out at the gym. So I go, and I'm sore from whatever I did. I don't remember, but I think I was sore, or my back was hurting. I forgot what I said. So we go, we work out, and you know, we're squatting. He's helping me like protect, like, I guess, fix my farm. Like, we're working out. So like kind of midway into this workout, like, not I from what I was told, like what he told me, like we didn't even finish our workout. I get like super lightheaded, and I feel super dizzy. I feel like I get sick basically. So I go to the restroom, I calm down, and then like I told him, like, well, let's finish this workout, but I needed to be out by a certain time because I literally had a workout too. And it was already like 12, 11 something. I'm like, I really have I have to be at work, but so I go, and he walks me out, and he's mad at me because he felt like I didn't take it serious. And I kind of said, like, I'm using my laptop as more lighting besides the lighting here, so yeah, sorry. So I kind of told him, like, I did take it serious. Like, it wasn't good enough for him, basically. So I go to work. I'm drained. I come home, whatever. He leaves that Friday. Whatever, he goes, he has his trip. He comes back, and I basically like tell him, like, oh, hey, like, when am I gonna see you? Like, I really miss you. He's like, what about Friday? And I was like, he just got back. Like, what? Like, why are you trying to wait, like, to see me? So me being a girl, I'm like, okay, something happened. Like, did he cheat on me? Like, does he have something on him? Like, what is it? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then he's like, I'm just exhausted. I'm like, okay, whatever. How about da 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 da? So Thursday being today. So this is very fairly new. Very fairly new. Like, this is just recently all happened. I see him. Our plan was like go eat breakfast and whatever. But like the night before, I don't remember if he got mad at me. I don't have the thread anymore because I deleted the thread. But he kind of like, I don't know. I think he got mad at me, and I just basically told him, like, why are you being distant? Like, I felt like you're being distant. Like, what's up? He's like, it's not the time to talk about it. Like, da 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 da. So I go to his house. I'm thinking, like, all right, let's go get dinner. Like, let's go get breakfast, whatever. I'll drive. Cool. He comes outside, and he's like, do you want to just stay here? Because, like, we really have to talk. And I was like, okay. So we get inside. He mentions whatever. So he starts talking, and he's like, this has been bothering me for a while. I try to let it go, but I can't. Like, it's bugging me. So I'm like, okay, like, what is it? Like, what did I do? So he says, that shake's really sweet. So he says that, when on our first date I had mentioned about like protein, which I still have, and like all this stuff and da da da. He's like, dude, like, no, that's not what he says. He says that going into our relationship, he had expectations on me. And I'm like, okay, like, what do you mean? Like, did you, oh my God, did you like want me? Like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to figure out in my head, like, what do you mean? He's like, you told me about you being sick, you know, how you want to lose the weight, get back into shape, like, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. But Thursday when we worked out, like, basically, I see that you have no interest in working out. You have no interest in any of it. And for him, it kind of like, it really bugged him because he working out is like a part of it. Working out to him is makeup to me. And for me, when he tried to get me to wear less makeup or not wear any at all, it bugs me because for me, it's like, why do you want to change something that I'm very passionate about and what I want to pursue and all that stuff? I didn't want to change him. I love the fact that he loves to work out. Like, if that's your thing, like, do you, boo? But it's not one of my, I'm not saying it's one of my things. Like, it can be one of my things, but in time. He basically was just like, it's not like, I came in with expectations and like, you have no desire to work out, and like, it's baffling that I'm gonna say this, but honestly, like, even with like the other reasons he had and whatever you want to call them, excuses, like, I, I might cry. I haven't cried all day today. Like, I've been mad, I've been hurt, I've been livid, and I've been reminding myself, like, I'm cute, I'm amazing, like, yes. But damn, like, I can't believe I'm about to cry. Like, I haven't cried all day about this. Like, I've been hurt and talking about it, but I haven't cried. But basically, he broke up with me because of my weight. Mind you, I'm not 200 pounds. I'm 169 to 175. I'm 5'9". I don't, like, yeah, I have like little things. Like, I'm saying my body's not perfect, but for me, it's baffling that that is one that's literally your biggest factor why you broke up with me. Like, literally. And he basically told me my ideal weight for you is 150, 155. I'm 169. What? 10 pounds? Excuse me? Like, those 10 pounds mean that much? Um, yeah, and I was just like, so I basically asked him, like, why did you date me then? Like, why did you keep coming back to me? Like, what was it? Like, what was it? Like, why? If So you told me, I liked you, or I like you, I like who you are, you're a hardworking person, you get up early, like da 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 blah blah, whatever. So he's naming all the reasons why, right? So I tell him basically, if you like me for those reasons, my weight shouldn't be an issue then. And he's like, but it is. For me, it is. Call me shallow, but it's an issue. So it comes to my like knowledge, and it's like, then I kind of basically told him, why'd you waste my time? Everything I told you I didn't want to happen, like, you know, the first date, or why I'm kind of guarded, it's happening. And like I said, I'm not 200 pounds. My body's not perfect, but it baffles me that just because this person feels like he works out and all this stuff, he can tell me about my body. And it bugs me, and I really, really want to cry because I've seen so many, like, not memes, but like on Twitter or Instagram, that says her boyfriend broke up with her because of her weight. Now look, like, her revenge body. Like, I guess it's just crazy because I would never expect it to happen to me. Like, it be like a weight thing. Like, oh, I can't be with you anymore because your weight. And it's like, so then did you really like me? Like, what did you like? Because it felt like you were trying to change who I was as a person. And he was like, you're comfortable with where you are. Like, da 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 da. So for me, it was, I guess my question, like, I don't know if he is gonna watch this video, or if he does, like, if he gets to this point in the video, like, why? Why did you date me? Why did you keep coming back to me? Why did you waste my time? Basically, why did you just everything, like, everything we did, why? Like, I don't understand. And I had asked him in person when I seen him, I was like, if you weren't physically attracted to me, why anything? Because human nature, like, human interaction, at first you're physically attracted to that person. That person's cute to you. Second is their personality. And that's where my thing was, like, why? Like, if you weren't physically attracted to me, then why did you want to date me? Why did you want to be with me? And then he goes into saying how because he's being so patient with my weight loss, remind you, my weight loss journey, when I did things to get him upset, it just made him even more mad. And, like, basically he was just saying, like, we're not healthy together. And I'm like, now, like, looking at it, I didn't tell him this, but now looking at it, it's like, I'm not the one who's not, like, I'm okay. I'm not healthy. I'm not healthy. I'm not healthy, guys. I'm okay. You're the one who has an issue with things. You're the one who's not healthy for me. And like I said, like, it just goes into, like, it's so crazy that we're in this new, like, not new era, but this year, or this new generation of, we're trying to have positive, positive, I can't even speak, body positivity, because there's so many girls, like, growing up, even at my age, like, when I was growing up, like, that I knew, who had an eating disorder or did not want to eat and stuff like that. And we're trying to have this movement of body positivity, like I said, and trying to make women, especially young girls, comfortable in their own skin. But yet I just encountered the most absurd, like, family I can ever think of. Like, I get it, like, a parent is a lot, and it's a lot, but to that far point, like, it's just crazy. And I haven't cried, and I'm gonna eat another french fry. Why? Because I love food. Here, I'll go straight to my head. But I don't care. And for him, he was like, you're serious about being healthy. You're not serious about working out. I don't know if I said that, but if I said that, I'm repeating it. And it's just like, if you're supposed to be my significant other, you should kind of push me, or, like, want better, or have a conversation with me. Don't break up with me because of my weight, because it's not where you want it to be. At the end of the day, it's my body, my fitness journey. I fall off, I get back on. Like, it's me. Yes, like, there's something in my eye. It does matter that if I'm happy with myself and comfortable in myself, because I'm the one who has to live in this body. Do I know that I can probably be better and be thinner and, like, whatever? Yes, I can. But I have to want it, obviously. And I do want it. Do I come up with excuses? Yes, I do. Totally. And once I'm okay and I'm ready, I will be in at my own pace. What's that saying? You can lead a horse to the river. You can lead a horse to the fountain, but you can't force a horse to drink the water. Or you can lead the horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. You can't. And with this person, I truthfully felt like I wasn't. I don't want to say I wasn't, because I know my worth and I know I'm good. I felt like this person just had a lot of insecurities in himself and wasn't happy with himself and is fighting his own personal battles and demons, that he took it out on someone else who's already fought her battles. I'm not perfect. I still have many battles. Many battles. But I fought my body battles and my demons about body shaming myself, that I don't need it from my significant other, and I don't need it from my significant other's parents or family members. I don't need to be in an environment where I'm not going to feel comfortable enough to want to eat or wear certain clothing around them, because my body is going to be the number one topic, or like they're going to be staring at me, or like, I don't need that. I have an amazing support system here, and I get told by friends and family members and people on the street all the time, like, are people clients coming into work, that I'm beautiful. Like, I don't need that negativity. Like I said, my support system consists of my team at work, from my boss Sosie to my coworkers, like Amanda, Amanda, like Jasmine, Jonathan, Kaylin, Marcy, like Stephanie, Little Jazz, my work mom Tish, like my JCPenney family side, like Adriana and everyone, like stuff like that. And even my best friends, Yvonne and T, like my cousins, I have a support system, and I have people who love me for who I am. And it's just crazy, this person who wanted to be a part of my life and being my boyfriend couldn't love me for me, but wanted to change me. Not just like makeup wise and the nails and all that, but more so he was body shaming me. Like, I'm supposed to be your significant other, your other half, like, and you're gonna body shame me? Like, it makes me think, like, dang, like, how did you feel when we were intimate? Like, really? It's crazy. Like, you wanted all this, and yeah, you didn't like the way I looked. You had an issue with my weight, so why did you date me? This is time to take a break and take a bite out of this hamburger, because I bought it and I kind of like need to eat this. Gross. Out paper in there. And it's just crazy, because at the end of the day, when someone puts weight as an issue, or something appearance wise as an issue, it's hilarious. It's not hilarious, but how small-minded and close-minded you can be. Like, it amazes me. It really, really does. It's just french fry. And besides now me sharing this video to the world, and they're gonna know my story time about why basically the title is gonna be my boyfriend body shamed me and broke up with me. Type. I told coworkers, obviously. I told them, and everyone looked at me like, what? He said, what? He broke up with you because of what? Exactly. Because I wasn't in this ideal weight for him. I'm 10 pounds. I'm 169. His ideal weight was 150, 155. Whatever that pound difference is, those pounds matter that much that he broke up with me. That, and besides the fact, honestly, that was the reason. Literally, when you break it down to why he kept getting mad at me on everything and stuff like that, is because he said he was being so patient with my weight loss journey that when it required him to be patient in another aspect of the relationship, it was too much for him. But why is my weight loss journey an issue? Why is my journey and getting fit an issue for you? It's my body. Yes, I get it. You have to see me. You have to look at me. But you... Sorry, Sophie, if you're watching this, I'm going to mess up your beautiful masterpiece. But basically, you saw what I looked like going into this. Like, it's crazy. It is really crazy. And versus, I can totally understand if I was like 200 pounds, I was very, very severely overweight. I'm not saying breaking weight. I'm not saying weight is always like is a good reason to break up with someone. But I would understand if I was crazily a word? Crazy overweight. Yeah, I'm not saying like weight is always like a good thing and why you should break up with a person. But in this sense, it was a valid excuse for him and why we broke up. Again, I'm not bashing him in any way or bashing his family in any way or talking bad or negative about them. It's just so mind-blowing and crazy to me how much appearance matters and how much weight matters that much to them. Again, I haven't cried about this issue and I do want to cry. It like did hurt my feelings and it made me upset because it's like, you're gonna lose out on a good girl because she doesn't fit into your aspect of what you think she should weigh. And I told him, like, I'm sorry, I don't look like those models you look at on Instagram, those fitness models. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with yourself, you're not ever going to be happy in a relationship. And I've learned that the hard way. I've learned that. If I'm not happy in myself and I don't love myself, there's no way for me to love somebody else. And in this point in time and period in his life, he's not happy with himself. He doesn't love himself enough to where he knows how to love somebody else. And that is okay. Again, he is on a different path for me. And he has, like I said, his own battles and own demons to fight. And I wish him the best. I never wish any of my exes or any of the guys I've ever dated any ill will. I wish him the best. And I hope he finds what he's looking for in a girlfriend. I hope, he finds the one for him. Like I said, I wish him the best in anything, and I wish him nothing but happiness, prosperity, and hopefully he succeeds in his life. But truthfully, if he could take a lesson, if he did watch this video, if you can take one lesson out of this or out of our relationship, don't body shame any other female. Like, and it's not even just male to female, it's female to female. Like, I feel like us body shaming someone's weight it's not an issue. It shouldn't be. Their weight should not bother you. If their weight bothers you that much, like, it's something with you. You're bothered by them for whatever the reason is. And I've learned this, and I went through this already. So to be 23, gonna be 24, and find out that this person has an issue with my weight is baffling. Like, what are we in high school? Like, I felt like high school was a time like, oh, date her because she's skinny. I don't want to date her. Like, I felt like that's what it was. But like I said, I put myself through so much of my own body shame, like body shaming myself as a person. I don't need it from somebody else. I don't. We are our own toughest critics, and I body shame myself so much. I don't need anyone else to do it for me. I don't need you to tell me, hey, you look like you're gaining some weight. I'm gonna gain the weight. And if it bugs you, I don't know what to tell you. But I kind of was gonna do this video way later, but I pretty much was in my feelings, and I was fresh, and it needed to be made. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're a young girl going through a tough time, body shaming yourself or comparing yourself to others, I know it's hard. I can tell you don't do it. The only thing I can tell you is to love yourself, because no one is ever gonna love you more than you love yourself. No person, no guy, no girl, no one's ever gonna love you more than you love yourself. And I feel like self-love is so important. And for me, like, I love myself so much. Like, I know sometimes my like with my self-esteem comes out as being very cocky and confident, and I come off as cocky sometimes, but and it's not, I'm sorry, it's not what I want you to see me as a cocky person. I am very humble. Do I refer to myself as cute sometimes? Yes, I do, but that's just me as a person. But those for the people who don't have self-love in themselves, I recommend that you find it, because you can't love someone if you can't love yourself. You're just gonna destroy that other person. And I am an example of currently right now, or was in a relationship where, I don't know, maybe he did love himself. I don't know. But he didn't love himself enough to where it was healthy to be with somebody else. Or maybe it was me. Like, I don't want to say it was me, because in this relationship, I can literally say I did nothing wrong. In this relationship, I can say I did nothing wrong. But you again, if you watch this, if you've gotten this far to the end of the video, this is gonna be a long video, I'm sorry guys. I mean, I think it's obvious to know you hurt me. You really did. Like, I can't believe the reason. I mean, it happened. There's no going back, and honestly, I wouldn't want to go back to you. But like I said, you hurt me, and it's crazy. It is very, very crazy how shallow of a person you are. Very shallow, and I thought I was shallow, but I think yeah, I'm starting to realize I'm not. well, that's the end of this video because it'll be if it's any longer, I don't think it'll get any I don't think any of you guys will watch it. I hope you enjoyed my little story time, my little mini mukbang. And hopefully later on I will have more story times, and yeah, so that would be it for today. And for today, I do have a vlog, 2 vlogs that I have footage for vlogs I have to edit up. I know I'm really far behind, but yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.